Mark, a bit of a hard one to take this afternoon, 3-1 defeat, but it never really felt like that any time during the game.
Well, at 2-0 it felt very, very difficult to imagine that we were going to win the game, but I never ever thought we were out of it. 3-0, then suddenly you're looking at a really bad result. But then the question was, could they dig in, would they dig in, and they did, and they got a goal, and I think gave them a chance of getting back into the game, which ultimately we weren't able to do. But a lot of positives, really a lot of positives. Things to work on, of course, things that could be better. But the 2 goals just before half time, a wicked deflection and a penalty that, okay, it's dubious at best, gave us little chance to win the game.
You mentioned the penalty dubious at best. Obviously did hit Steve McManus's hand, but it wasn't facing the ball. No, that just seems a strange decision.
I'm not sure what the rule would be there, how that really should be interpreted, because like you, I saw that it hit his arm, but he was jumping for the ball, he was looking away. Maybe referees will tell us it is a penalty. If it is. Encroachment, well, I mean, you watch Match of the Day tonight, every single penalty that's taken tonight, there'll be people in the exact same position as were in there tonight, and I've never seen a referee yet, make them take it again. So, there you go.
I think he was influenced by the fact that maybe one of the encroaching players that cleared the ball, that was in the back of his mind.
I've no idea, he obviously decided that it was encroachment beyond the usual tolerance, but there's no clarity in it. What is encroachment? Somebody puts their foot inside the box before the ball's hit. Is that encroachment? If that's encroachment, every week, as I say, there's encroachment and penalty kicks. So what's the difference between a foot inside the box and 5 feet inside the box? It's either inside the box or it isn't. So tells the rule. What is the rule? We're not allowed to put a step in, or we are. So it's just so ambiguous that it's difficult to understand. But as I say, you don't see referees doing that. So it was unusual.
And you mentioned just before the break as well, it's a fine margins, so they get a deflected goal, and then Liam Grimshaw sees a shot hit off the crossbar. That could just have transformed things 2-1 at half time. Yeah,
that would have been nice, and as he hit it, I thought it was in. But that kind of summed it up for us a little bit today. But it's very, very important that we don't lose any momentum, if you can call it that. But certainly on the training ground momentum, the work we've done has been good so far. I think the development we've had so far, regardless of today's result, today's a setback. But it's only early in a long process, and I think that. I've asked them to make sure they come back, on Tuesday when they're in, and then next Monday when we start preparing for the Ross County game, that they have the exact same attitude that they've had so far, and we'll win more games than we'll lose.
Yeah, you said those questions asked at 3-0, they could just have put the tools away and capitulated, but they kept plugging away, got the goal, and looked as if they were going to score again.
Yeah, I'll tell you, there's 2 things. One is that the crowd never gave in. The crowd never got against them. The crowd stayed with them, which was fantastic, because I think at that point, if the crowd really turn on you, it can be difficult. But the crowd, were quiet, obviously, because of it, but, didn't put the lads under any pressure, which I think I certainly appreciated. I think that as far as the not capitulating, I thought their attitude was terrific. They kept going, they kept doing the same things, trying to do the same things. Eventually got a goal, could have got others, were a little bit unlucky not to have another goal. But it's still positive.
Yeah, there was a bit of a backhanded compliment from Inverness as well, as they went to almost a 5-4-1 just to try and shore things up to prevent it from getting really back into the game.
I don't know if it's a compliment. When you're 3 goals up, you can afford to drop off and defend that. It gives you a lot to defend. So I think that we just got to hope the next time we get the breaks, and that Notts County, we're the team that can win the 3-1.
So an interesting week for you. You're obviously off to Barbados to meet Les Hutchison. What are you hoping to out of that, Mark? Just what the future is for yourself, and the immediate future for the club and yourself? Yeah,
that's it. And just to understand what Les wants from me, what he expects from me, to understand what I can expect from him and what we want for the club. That's it really, just really getting to know each other. I think it's really important that there's a strong relationship between the manager and the chairman. When I was here before, I had a fantastic relationship with John Boyle, still have, and I hope that my relationship with Les develops into the same.
Well, thanks very much, all the best.